Jillian Michaels is fighting back. She is ready to sue Bob Harper, Netflix, and The Biggest Loser producers over this new Netflix documentary about The Biggest Loser. We have a Rhode Island assistant attorney general that has been detained, and it is going viral online. Talk about a hot mess. And then we've got a royal prince fight. The swords are out and the boys be fighting. I hope you're ready for it. Let's dive in. You're listening to No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Happy Wednesday, hump day, hey. What's up, everybody in the club? I had a lovely evening last night. I had a mom and son date. We went to go watch Freakier Friday, which I highly recommend. It was just fun, you know? There's just been a lot that's been going on, and it was just nice to have a day. Normally, like, we'll go to dinner or we'll go and have a drink or something, but, like, this was just kinda nice. We went to the local AMC. She's like, They have half off on Tuesdays, so let's go, let's do it." She got some Cutwaters that she snuck into the movie theater, and we drank Cutwaters and she ate popcorn. I was really stuffed. Trying to get in all my macros and trying to get all my protein. So when I hit my macros, I was like, oof, especially because I was eating the new Khloe Kardashian protein popcorn. I was eating that all day yesterday. And so my belly was just full. And I was like, I can't eat any more popcorn. But we had Cutwaters and we ate popcorn and we watched Freakier Friday. And it's a really cute movie. I mean, like, I don't know. I just kind of felt like a kid again, just like hanging out with my mom at the movie theater and watching a Disney movie. Like, it was just fun, you know? I mean, it's probably random and whatever, but like, it was fun and we had a good time and I enjoyed my evening. And I think it was much needed for the both of us. And I'm glad we did it. But yeah, and then I came home, I had a little wine and went to bed. I woke up this morning, went to Orange Theory, powered through it. Let's get it, get it, get it. Oh, so yeah. How was your week starting off? Hopefully good. Hopefully you're enjoying life. Hopefully you're living life and getting lit tonight. Okay. I love that we need a new shirt that says "Love Me Some Zach Peter." Ever since Jed Wallace said that, now I get that so much in comments and stuff. Um, ooh, sorry, I have like a something like a lint or something in my eyelash that's like driving me crazy. Apologies, apologies. Emergency, emergency. Call in Dr. B. Emergency, emergency. Oh, Shelby said 9-year anniversary. We met on Tinder and married in Vegas 2 weeks later. Did we? I don't remember marrying you in Vegas, Shelby, but thank you for sharing that with the class. Um, okay, let's dive into it. What do we want to start with Jillian Michaels? Do we want to start with okay, the Rhode Island stuff is really funny. Let's start with the royals though. Let's start with Prince Harry and Prince William. So the royals, the boys be fighting. It's a sword fight. Ching ching ching. So according to Fox News Digital, there we have royal expert Hillary Fordwich, and she's talking about how Prince William just doesn't trust the royal refugees. He doesn't trust Meghan Markle. He doesn't trust Prince Harry. He feels like anything that could be discussed between them privately will likely end up being made for public or commercial consumption, right? A book, a Netflix deal, a podcast. Like, there's just nothing, he can't trust them. And I get it. Like, they've sold so many parts of their relationship with the royal family. This is why it was so weird that even Meghan Markle was like so mad at her dad for the paparazzi pictures. And I'm not defending the father for selling the paparazzi pictures. That's a really crappy thing to do. But at the same time, I feel like Meghan and Harry do the same thing. But in their heads, they're like, oh, well, the monarchy and the royal family, they're evil, they're terrible, they're this, they're that. So it's okay. But it's also like, but it's still your family. You know, I understand a falling out, a dispute, whatever, but I just feel like Harry and Meghan have exploited the royal family so many different times in so many different ways. The fact that she still even goes by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and like wants to be referred to as the Duchess of Sussex, like it's very strange to me. And I don't get it. I don't get why. If she wants to be so far removed from the royal family, then why continue to use the title? But apparently, she's the reason that Prince William says that he's just not gonna trust anything that they do anymore because there's nothing that stays between them. It always continues to get blown into the media and it becomes a big circus and Harry and Meghan just continue to position themselves as victims, which I don't believe that they are. I believe that they're deliberate in what they're doing. I believe that she's heavily curated with the image that she wants to put out there. She likes having the title of being a duchess, but she didn't want to actually do the work and be a duchess. I don't think that she, was ever very good to Catherine, Princess Catherine. And I feel like I don't know. Can't say it's because I hate women, because I love Princess Catherine. She seems like a very nice lady, you know? And it's just the whole England should not trust Meghan Markle. Yeah, I agree. Well, she's not Meghan Markle anymore. She has her new Netflix documentary that's coming out, or not documentary, the part 2 of her cooking show, her cooking series. I saw Pamela Anderson was asked about that on Watch What Happens Live and whether or not she thinks that Meghan Markle copied her or snubbed her, and I thought Pamela handled it very classy. She's just like, "Listen, I didn't invent cooking shows, because 'Cause isn't Pamela's show, it was called With Love, Pamela, and then Megan had With Love, Megan, and it's essentially the same concept, but it's kind of just like a US knockoff version." Oh, no. They don't want Prince William to become king because he will totally take them down. Maybe. I mean, listen, they're siblings, and siblings can fight dirty, and I just think he's tired of his family being disrespected by them, and then them being like, "Oh, but we want a relationship with you. Oh, no, we want," like, it's just like, "No, no." It's funny you're saying Markle, she's Sussex now. Yeah, she's Sussex now. She's Megan Sussex. She's Megan Suckett. Um, okay, that's the update on Prince Harry and Prince William. They are the princess. They're not in a good place, but I don't know. I don't think there's any mending for this family. I think at this point it's too far gone, and I just think they're always going to be at royal odds. They're always going to be royally bucked. Let's see what else happened. Kristen Cavallari, her ex-husband Jay Cutler, he did a podcast and he was talking about their divorce and he said that it's not true and he was like really upset that Kristen Cavallari said that she didn't get any money. She didn't get a single penny from him out of their divorce. He's like, that's not true. He's reportedly made like $127 million throughout his 12-year career as a pro NFL player. And so he's like, come on, there's no way in our 7-year relationship that there was not going to be some sort of division of the assets. He does refer to her business, and he says something like her business was also, something like a marital asset because it was built during the time that they were married. So maybe that's what he meant. Like instead of paying her out, he allowed her to keep her company and all revenue driven from her company, and he didn't let that come into the division of the assets. He's like, listen, I won't pay you anything, but you can keep your money because technically I'm entitled to half of your business because we've been married for so many years and the business is a marital asset because it was built during the time of our marriage. So maybe there's kind of that piece of it because he like made it clear he wouldn't disclose any specific numbers, but he's like, it's absolutely not true that she didn't get a single penny or a single dollar out of this divorce. He's like, "Listen, we were married for so long." So maybe like that's his way of kind of trying to lay the foundation of like, I didn't pay her anything. I didn't pay her any like alimony or spousal support, but she did get to benefit from the divorce in some way. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate to be like she benefited because I let her keep her business that was all hers. I don't know, but that's that was the latest on Kristen and Jay Cutler. Okay, let's talk Jillian Michaels. Oh, we have to talk about the AG from Rhode Island. It is the craziest, wildest wackadoodle story. Um, Bubba Lou says, I saw you talked about the Rhode Island AG. She and her friend are entitled crazies, and the next thing I know, it's so viral now. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. We're gonna get into all the AG in just a sec, but first, let's do a quick shout out to this week's sponsors. What if one capsule a day could help you feel full, reduce cravings, and actually enjoy eating less? Meet Appetite from the Wellness Company, a groundbreaking formula that helps you take control of your hunger, boost metabolism, and feel fuller longer. It features Akkermansia, a next-gen probiotic shown to boost GLP-1, which is the hormone that controls appetite and metabolism, and it's paired with saffron to curb emotional eating, reduce stress, and support balanced serotonin levels. No stimulants needed. Appetite also includes GLP-1 and GLP-2 activating probiotics, plus prebiotics like inulin and green banana to keep you satisfied and support your gut health. It's time your gut controls your thoughts and your mind takes a break with a unique combination of amazingness engineered into one convenient capsule ready to work naturally with your body. Head to twc.health/nofilter and use code NOFILTER to get 15% off plus free shipping. Again, that's twc.health/nofilter and use code NOFILTER to get 15% off. Take control of your health with the Wellness Company. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. I did too, until I found out that Nutrafol isn't like the rest. If you're dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding, but feel totally stuck on what to try next, I get it, which is why I'm telling you, Nutrafol is a great option. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. Okay, that's the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and use the promo code NOFILTER. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol, Nutrafol.com, promo code NOFILTER. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code NOFILTER. Alrighty, kids. Aye, Captain. I can hear you. Aye, Captain. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and keep showing up Monday through Friday mornings here on YouTube. We live stream No Filter with Zack Peter, and then we also make the show fully available to watch on Spotify and to listen on Apple Podcasts and all your favorite podcast platforms. So be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button, leave a review, leave a comment, do all the things. Okay. Let's talk this Rhode Island lady. This, when I tell you. So there's this woman. She is, it turns out, an assistant attorney general. Okay, her name is Devon Hogan Flanagan, and she was out to dinner. There was a restaurant in Newport. The restaurant is called Clark Cookhouse in Newport, Rhode Island. Okay, I'm like, Andy Cohen, can we get the Real Housewives of Rhode Island out here to film this lady? Like, she needs to be on the show. I wish she were on the damn show. But so there's been some new body cam footage that was released by NBC 10 WJAR, which I guess is a morning show out in Rhode Island, and it has gone viral on TikTok. We'll watch it in a sec, but I just want you to I want to set this up for you. I want to set up the scene, okay? So it's this woman, Devon Flanagan. She turns out is the assistant attorney general. She goes out to have some cocktails with her girlfriend. It's girls' night out, and we're doing woo. We had one too many cocktails, right? Give me 1 margarita, 2 margarita, 3 margarita, 4. We don't know how many margaritas or martinis or whatever they were having, but they were having a lot of it. Okay. They start wreaking havoc, right? They're just like a menace to society at this restaurant. Just the name of it alone, Clark Cookhouse, sounds kind of classy, right? These ladies, not classy, not even a little bit. So non-classy ladies wreaking havoc at this restaurant. And finally, the restaurant's like, oh my God, you need to go. We're done with this. So they call the police and they're like, hi, police, can you come and pick up these ladies? They're being disruptive and they need to go. It's time to toot it and boot it. And so the police are like, okay, restaurant, we're coming. And so the police show up and they're like, ladies, you got to go. And she's like, why am I leaving? Why? I don't have to go. I don't know. And she's like getting feisty with him. And he's just like, ma'am, can you just leave? And like, that's the easiest solution, right? The cop comes and says, you got to leave. You got to leave. And she's like, why? What am I doing? And then he's just like, ma'am, you're, and then he asked the restaurant, I'm assuming manager, possibly owner. He asked them, he's like, do you want me to remove them? What do you want me to charge against them? Trespassing. And they're like, yes, trespass, whatever. Like, they're like, just get rid of her. Okay. We're sick of her. We're sick of this Karen. And so he's like, all right, lady, you gotta go. Trespassing." She's like, "I'm not trespassing. You have to notify us that we're trespassing." He's like, "Okay, I'm telling you now. You're trespassing. Gots to go." And she's just like, "I'm an AG. I'm an AG, Attorney General." She's like, You're gonna regret this. You don't know what you're doing. You're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this. I'm an AG. I'm an AG." And I was like, TikTok needs to drop a beat and do an I'm an AG song. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. Drop the beat, yo. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. And so the body cam footage, obviously, we're watching this all play out. And she's just like, "You have to turn off your body cam." And he's like, "No, I don't." And she's just like, "Yes, you do. I'm an attorney and I know the rules. And the rules are you have to turn it off if I tell you." Snap. And then her friend's right there, like, "Yeah, yeah." Like a little yappy chihuahua. She's like, "Yeah, she's an attorney. She's an attorney. She knows what she's talking about. She's an attorney. You're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret it." And then the woman's just like, "Yeah, I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG. I'm an AG." And he's just like getting more and more annoyed. And he's like, "If you guys don't leave, I'm going to have to arrest you." And she's like, "You can't arrest us. You're not going to arrest us. What are you going to do? You're going to arrest us? You're going to arrest us?" And he's just like, "All right, that's enough." And so he grabs her arm. He gets the handcuffs out. He's like, "All right, we're done with this." And she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You're not arrested, but I am detaining you. I'm going to detain you and put you in the police car." And she's like, You're making a huge mistake. Do you know who I am?" And it's like, "Okay, calm down, Reese Witherspoon." And then this dude, I'm assuming is the boyfriend or possibly the husband of the friend, because the friend's right there and she's still, clocking her little head. She's like, bam, 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 right? What's her name? Hannon? And so the attorney AG is Devon Flanagan, and then her friend, what's her friend's name? Um, her friend. Oh, damn it! I just had it. How did I forget her name? Hannah. I think it's Hannah. She's Flanagan, and then the friend is what's the friend's name? Hannon is her last name, but what's her first name? Sorry, guys. Veronica Hannon, that's her name. So we have Veronica and we have Devon. And so Veronica's husband is there, it appears, or her boyfriend. It's unclear, but his name is Babe, right? And the whole time, Veronica's like, "Babe, babe, babe." And he's like, "What?" He was smart. You can tell he wasn't lit, and you could tell he's dealt with Tweedledee and Tweedledum before. Okay. Tweedledee and Tweedledrunker. He's dealt with the two of them before because he was already just like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." And he's like, "Listen, she's an AG. She's not doing anything." Like he's trying to be very calm and diffuse the situation. And the police like, "Nope, like they're getting rowdy. They're not listening. We're putting them in the back of the car, right? Rosa Parks back of the bus. Let's go." And so they throw the first lady in there and she's like, "I'm an AG. I'm an A." Boom, closes the door on her. Doesn't even let her finish. He doesn't even let her get to the G. He's like, "I don't care if you're the AG, the AB, or the HBIC. I don't give a damn. How many F's do I give? Zero, zero, none, not one." Slams the door on her. Doesn't even let her get to the G. She didn't even get to pronounce the G. She didn't even do no, slammed it right in her face, as she deserved, right? Then they go to get Veronica, and Veronica Mars is over like, "No, you can't," and she's freaking out, and she's not letting them get, and she's flailing like, I don't know, she's a blow up doll in the wind. And so they're trying to get her, and she's like, "No." She's like, "Babe, babe, babe." I think his name was Dan. And she's like, "Dan." He's like, "I'm right here." And she's like, "Babe, babe, 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 don't touch me. Don't touch me." Oh my God. And they get her, and then they try to shove her. First, she slips out of the handcuffs and gets away. So now you're evading arrest, right? And then she's like swinging at them. So then you're assaulting a police officer. Then they finally get her into the police car, and then she won't let them close the door. And she's like handcuffed with the cuffs behind her back, and she's kicking the door out. She's like, "No, babe, babe." And he's like, "Calm down. I'm right here. I'm right here. Calm down. Babe, calm down. I'm right here. Babe, I'm right here. Calm down. I'm right here. Babe." And it's just, and she's like kicking, like she's bent it like Beckham, right? And they're just, and you can tell Babe was standing there like, "Oh my God, Veronica, here we go again. Here we go again, Veronica." In the back of his mind, he's like, "Take her. Please take her. Take her so I can get a good night's sleep tonight because I don't want to deal with Veronica's shit tonight. I'm so fucking sick of Veronica and her bullshit. I'm over it. I want a good night's sleep. I don't even need head tonight. I just need a good night's sleep." Babe wanted them to take Veronica. He's like, "Lock her up. Clink, clink, lock her up." So poor Babe was just trying to keep it calm. And Babe wasn't able to save them because they both ended up getting detained, and they thought, big flex, Devon Flanagan, she's the AG, AG, AG. So she's not the AG, she's the assistant AG, and the real AG, his name is Peter Naronha, Naronha. So anyway, Peter comes out and he announces that that Devon has been suspended without pay. It was very embarrassing for their whole department. The incident is still under investigation. Devon and her attorneys had no comment. The restaurant had no comment. Obviously, the real AG, can the real AG please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. And so AG Peter over here is like, yeah, no, she's on pause right now. We put her on pause. We said clip, 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 clip to Devon. You fool. And then we got a statement from Veronica, because Veronica, you can just tell by looking at her, she's just that bitch, right? She's going to issue a formal statement through her attorney. So her attorney, John Grasso, issued this statement claiming that Veronica is a law-abiding, productive member of society. Yeah, a law-abiding. She didn't look very law-abiding on that footage. Productive member. She's productively chugging those martinis, right? A productive member of society with no prior run-ins with law enforcement. Probably because she ran away from them. She wouldn't have had a run-in, but she had a run-in with the door. I just, Veronica, Veronica, Veronica. He said, perhaps the lack of prior experience with police is what caused her to be caught off guard by what you saw unfolding on the video police shared with the media. Her actions to the physicality was not how you would expect a person to act when confronted by law enforcement. No, absolutely not. Kicking open the door, evading arrest, slipping out of handcuffs, telling the police officer that he's going to regret this because she's an attorney and she would know. Which, first of all, you can't tell someone to turn off their body cam footage, and I'm glad that authorities clarified that's not legal. If anything, the police officer would get in trouble for turning off the body cam footage because the whole point is it's supposed to be recorded for transparency. But Veronica's attorney continues by saying, then again, until you are the person being forced to leave without explanation, trying to communicate, but being disregarded. Oh, now we have feelings, right? We need our feelings matter. Hashtag women's feelings matter. Hashtag women's rights. Hashtag me too, right? Trying to communicate, but being disregarded. Watching your friend get grabbed, spun around. What is this? Dirty dancing? Grabbed, spun around, and handcuffed. Oof. I want somebody to grab me, spin me around, and handcuff me. That sounds like a good night. Separated from your husband and then finding yourself in the same predicament a moment later. It's probably unfair to judge Veronica's reaction under those overwhelming circumstances. No, I can judge her hard. I don't think that's unfair. I think that's very fair. I think we should all judge. We listen and we judge out loud. Okay? Someone said, "Sounds like a good time. Sounds hot to be spun or grabbed, spun around, and put handcuffs on." Gwen says, "Zach, you could have a great improv career." Really? I've been thinking about getting back into stand-up. I haven't done it in a very long time. It's been years since I've been on stage doing stand-up, but, like, I don't know, maybe I could get back into it. Yeah, her lawyer's trying to save her reputation and paint her as a victim. Anybody that watches that footage says that you are not a victim, ma'am. There is nothing, you know, there's no victimhood coming out of that video. Well, ignorance of law is no excuse. That's right. You're such a good storyteller. Thank you. I try. She probably bullied them before. Yeah, probably. She's an AG. She's an AG. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts Veronica in the back of a police car. That's what her attorney said. Nobody puts Veronica in the back of a police car. Veronica is just getting a jury of her peers right now. Guilty. Straight to jail. Sophie says, LMAO, I have to see the video. Okay, I'm going to play the video for you guys, and you can tell me if I did an accurate portrayal of these women. I'm going to watch it with you. We're going to watch this together. We have part 1, and we have part 2. Oh, look at here they are. I meant to put this on the screen when I was telling the story. These are the two of them. This is Tweedledee and Tweedledrunker. Rhode Island prosecutor, full Karen, cuffed on camera, warns cops, you're going to regret this. Rhode Island's housewives needs to catch that. I know. Okay, here, let's play the video so we can see the craziness. Okay, we're gonna start with the AG and then we'll get to Veronica's detainment.
You guys just want to know? Do you want them trespassed?
Anything we can do.
Yeah.
Trespass, yeah. I just need
Trespass, get them out.
cuff 'em, please. It's the only way we can.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do we want to chat?
I know that your
All right.
protocol is.
So you're trespassed, so we got to leave now. Unless you want to be in
We're not
handcuffs.
trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing.
So
Number one.
what did
Number
I
two.
just say to you? You're
You're
trespassed.
number
Let's go.
one. Number one.
I don't
Number
want to
two.
arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We got to go. We got to go.
protocol
Let's
is
go. Let's
the
go.
calm down for
citizen
1
protocol
second?
is if they
Yeah.
ask you to
I
turn
don't
the
want.
body
I don't
cam
want to deal
off.
with this. Let's
Okay.
go.
No, no.
I understand you don't want to deal with it,
Okay,
but the
let's go.
protocol
Wait,
is,
wait,
and your
can you-
protocol
can
is
you
if I
relax?
ask you to turn off the body cam, you have to turn it off, and
turn
that's
the
your
body-
protocol.
She's a fucking lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's bullshit lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we got to go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an
What's she
AG.
saying?
I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a shit. Let's go. We're going. Let's go.
Excuse.
We're leaving.
Please don't.
We're leaving.
Please don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. Come on, you're waiting for time.
They're two full-grown women and mothers of children. All right.
You're just being detained. You're just being detained.
I'm an AG.
Lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up.
What are your
What's
prob-
wrong with you?
What
What's
are
wrong
your
with you?
probable cause to detain me for?
You're being detained because you're not leaving.
Because I'm what? You have
Can you relax?
Sir, she's not doing anything wrong.
You're
AG.
not leaving.
I'm an AG.
She's
She's
the
an
AG.
AG.
Buddy, you're not.
She's not
being
doing
arrested.
wrong.
Let's go.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in cuffs. I'm not being
Okay, do
arrested.
you have any weapons on you?
No. I'm an AG.
Her badge is in the car. You want to go get a badge?
Let me tell you something. You're
Buddy,
arresting.
get the hell out of here. Buddy, just seriously.
You're arresting an AG. Let me tell you something.
Are you under arrest right now? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me.
Relax. Relax.
Buddy, you're gonna regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG.
Clip. Oh. Okay. So that's Devon. She's the AG. I'm the AG. I'm the AG. I'm the AG. Okay, get ready because this is the real treat. Okay. Now we're gonna get into Veronica. And Veronica is like unhinged Kristen Doty. This is what I would imagine if Kristen Doty got drunk and were being detained.
Regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG. Take your hands off me.
We will get the
Take your
license.
fucking hands off
Dave,
me.
we will get the
All right,
license.
she's getting detained.
No.
No. We will get the
Get out of here.
license.
Get out of here. Get back. Get back right now. Get
You're being
back.
detained.
No, I can't. No.
Get back. You got cuffs.
Yep.
I'm right here. I'm right here. It's okay.
All right, just go from the
right
car.
here. No. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Get back.
Come on, babe.
No.
Stop touching me.
All right.
Babe, I'm right here.
No,
I'm right here.
babe, please, I'm scared.
I'm right here.
Please stop doing this. Please
I'm
stop
right
doing
here.
No, I'm not gonna find this. I'm happy.
I'm right here.
No.
Okay.
No, please don't do this to my friend.
I'm right here.
No,
Right
no,
here.
no. Babe,
I'm right here.
babe,
I'm right here.
no, babe.
Relax.
No,
Relax.
What's wrong with you?
Relax.
We don't want to put you in handcuffs. Let's go. Let's go.
No, babe.
Listen, you're overreacting.
You're adding
You're
charges.
overreacting.
No. Don't, please take my hands up. Please take Cavallari hands up. No, please
You
take
were overreacting. You didn't have to have this happen. Get in the car.
No. Babe, no!
You got two detained.
I'm right here.
Get in.
No!
Just put her in.
No!
Get back. Get back, bro.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get your feet in the car.
I'm
Get your feet in the car.
No!
Get your feet in the fucking car.
Dan!
Babe, I'm right here.
No! Dave! Dave! No!
Get your feet in the car.
Who the fuck are...
Get
Don't
your
touch
feet
me!
in the car. You're a grown adult. You're acting like a kid.
Dan!
Babe, I'm
Dan!
right here. I'm right here.
No! Who the fuck are you? This is so
You're
inappropriate! You're overreacting! Dan!
So, they wanted him trespass. And they were just throwing a fucking fit.
You think? Tambo said she's dramatic. You think? Oh, Veronica's my favorite. Whew. That was wild, you guys. That was crazy. That was a wild. She needs an intimacy coordinator. This is so cringe. Could you imagine? This is crazier than I thought. At first, I didn't pay any attention to this, but now watching it, it's nuts. It's crazy. Zack, I don't believe you're showing enough defense to Miss AG. Your face is showing glee. I'm full glee. Go get what's the lesbian's name? The Jane Lynch. Get Jane Lynch. I'm in glee. Full glee. You know? Oh man, what a time. Somebody call Leah Michelle because I am on full glee. That was wild. It is a lot of white women on body cams. The cops will never call their wife babe after that. Yeah. This chick is so unhinged. She's wild, right? Veronica, she crazy. The other one was just kind of obnoxious. I'm the AG. I'm the AG. I'm the AG. But Veronica was wild. Veronica was like, let's go. Veronica was like, I can take on an alligator. Fight me. Or what? You know? The hubby was like, please fucking take her. Please take her and just give me one night away. I don't want to have to deal with her when I get home. She's going to come home. She was probably pissed at him. They probably woke up the next morning and were just like, oh my God, we're never talking about that again. And then next thing you know, surprise, you're going viral on TikTok. Veronica was committed. Free Veronica. Poor Veronica. No, we're not. We listen. I'm torn because part of me is like, I do love me some Veronica because she was wild and she was entertaining as hell. But also, I'm kind of like, listen, she was a little much, just a little bit. Oh man, I don't know what's going on with Veronica though. I know the AG, like I said, she was the assistant AG. She wasn't the actual AG. She was just the assistant. And she has been suspended while they investigate the incident. I'm like, I don't know how much investigation you need to do. It's pretty obvious. So, yeah. 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 Oh. All right. Well, that was yeah, she got suspended without pay. The real AG, his name is Peter Nerona, and he said that it's under investigation. She's been suspended without pay. Don't waste tax dollars investigating. Well, I think they have to do their due diligence, right? Any videos inside of the restaurant? No, nobody. I don't know. None that have surfaced, at least. First time I saw the clip of the friend, it's so funny. Yeah, everyone's focused on the AG, and I get it. Devon, the AG, or the assistant AG, she was, annoying and a Karen, and like that was an entertaining video in and of itself. But Veronica was the real treat. Veronica was like, we're not talking about Veronica nearly enough. I'd love the video of Veronica being booked. I bet she lost her mind again. Oh, I'm sure. Give us more body cam footage. Bubba Lou says, unfree Veronica. Lock her up. Hashtag lock her up. Lock her up. Yeah, Devon got suspended because they said that she embarrassed her entire division. But leave without pay. Hell yeah. Yeah. I need to watch that on loop. Veronica was wild. We about to go to war. We will. And the Hun says, I hope she's no longer the AAG. She's suspended. I'm the AG. AG. Veronica had a feral scream. I know, she was it's like, "Oh my goodness. So you were a comedian." I used to do stand-up, yes, long time ago. Um, Veronica's video at the precinct must be next level, makes Karen Huger's arrest look very demure. Well, Karen Huger's arrest, she was just, like, lit. She was like, "Oh," her wig was, like, falling off, like, she was just toasty, right? Veronica was, like, throwing hands, and I love how her attorney's like, "She's never had a run-in before." I'm like, "Oh, no, she's just never been caught before." Because like, this lady, she throws tantrums. Usually gets her way. Release the body cam. I know. She did not wanna let them close that door. No, she was like, "You are not locking me in this police car." But then, like, you're evading arrest. I think she was like, "Listen, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do because you know why? I'm friends with the AG. I know the AG." Surprised she didn't throw that card down. Throwing hands and feet, literally. Yeah, she was kicking the door open. She wouldn't let them close it. Listen, if you guys are not watching this on YouTube or Spotify, I'm telling you, you're missing out because, like, that footage. I mean, I'm sure the audio was entertaining, but the footage was just unhinged. Babe, no, babe, crazy, crazy, and like in the best way possible. Veronica sounds like the folks from West Virginia, backwoods West Virginia. I don't get that reference because I'm not from West Virginia, but I'm trusting you, Tambo. I'm trusting you. Okay. Should we talk about Jillian? Oh, we talked about. No, we didn't talk about. Oh wow, I forgot. We have not talked about Jillian Michaels. So Jillian Michaels has dropped a number of receipts. A number of receipts. Um, so there's this new Netflix documentary about The Biggest Loser, or it's a docu series rather. And Jillian Michaels is not happy about it. It's called Fit for TV, and I guess in the documentary they bring up caffeine pills, and one of the main doctors that was part of The Biggest Loser is in the documentary and talks about how Jillian would, I guess, secretly give her contestants caffeine supplements to help gain some sort of unfair advantage or to help them lose weight in some sort of way. Jillian's clapping back, saying that. So she talked to TMZ. She posted a number of different social media posts, which we'll go through in a sec, on Instagram with text messages and emails and just all of these receipts basically showing that the dispute over these caffeine pills, because the doctor says that there were a number of things that Jillian Michaels did, and Jillian didn't want to listen to the guidance of the lead doctor on the show. Jillian came out to TMZ and she's just like, that's not really the truth. She's like, we disagreed. She said that her and the doctor absolutely disagreed on certain decisions when it came to certain contestants, such as removing them or taking them off of their medications. She said, in a lot of cases, and it kind of makes sense when you listen to the way that Jillian's kind of phrasing it. She's like, listen, they would take them off of these medications, and then these contestants would have really crazy reactions to just immediately abruptly getting off their medications, which then makes sense because if you're producing a reality show, you want the most crazy, outrageous, you want them throwing up, you want them sick and passing out because it makes entertainment, it makes compelling television, right? And that's what you're doing is you're making an entertainment television show. So I can understand, and Jillian didn't blatantly say that they were taking people off their medication to make the show more interesting or chaotic necessarily, but I mean, I was kind of reading between the lines. I think she was smart in what she was trying to say, but she was like, "Listen, the dispute over the caffeine pills, Bob Harper, who claims he didn't know about this, obviously knew about it. He's CC'd on these emails, and here are the emails. Here are the producers. Here's the doctor. Like, they all knew about caffeine pills." And she said that the contestants were allowed to have unlimited amounts of coffee. And she was like, I don't agree with them having unlimited amounts of coffee. I would rather them do caffeine supplementation because then it's more controlled. And so she's like, there were a number of specialists and doctors that I would refer these contestants out to or that I would recommend to come in here. She's like, it was never solely based off of my personal advice. She's like, there were consultants that I would reach out to, but this lead doctor on the show, her name is Dr. Quinzinga, who it was Zanga, Dr. Wazanga. she claims that, the doctor it sounds to me like the doctor had a bit of an ego and the doctor wanted to be the lead authority on the show, and Jillian often would disagree with some of the medical advice there and would consult other medical professionals to weigh in. And I do think Jillian has a point, right? Like if you're taking somebody off of, I think one of them was like an antidepressant that she referenced. She's like, yeah, and you would just take them off of their antidepressants so abruptly, and like that's going to affect them in some way. So it seemed like Jillian, and the doctor clashed a lot throughout the entire filming of, or I guess they had multiple seasons throughout the run of The Biggest Loser. And Bob Harper definitely seems to be throwing Jillian under the bus. But the thing is, Jillian said that all of this stuff is also true, and she knows that it's true what she's saying because, or that she knows what she's saying is true, and that the statements made in the documentary are false because one of the heads that participated or that led this documentary for Netflix also used to be a producer or have some connection to The Biggest Loser. So she's like, this dude was there for The Biggest Loser and he's here working on this documentary and he knows that these things are blatantly false. Like, I don't understand how people are going to go on television and one, not fact check things in the final edit, but two, how these people are just going on here and saying these things that are absolutely false and not true. And so she drops a number of different receipts, some of which I'll pull up. Wouldn't the doctor know best? Yes, and normally I would side with the doctor, but I just kind of feel like the doctor had a bit of an ego, and so when Jillian wanted to seek out other doctors' opinions or specialists, then, you know, it seemed like the doctor kind of had an ego about it, right? Because you have one doctor, and I think for The Biggest Loser, you should have multiple consultants and doctors that are kind of overseeing these patients. And sometimes the main Biggest Loser doctor and some of the other medical professionals that Jillian would bring in, they didn't agree on the medical advice that was being presented. Like, and listen, you can have two doctors that see the same patient and are going to disagree on the correct protocol that's going to help them. So I think there's a little bit of nuance there. So let's pull up some of these receipts that Jillian dropped. So here's one, and she posted this all on Instagram. Here's one regarding the diets, and she's specifically asking one of the lead producers, Julianne Harris, to go to GNC. She wanted her fat burner, her caffeine pills to be used. Jillian, I guess, had her own brand at the time. She wanted her fat burners to be used, I guess, to help promote, but they had other ones that they wanted to use, also per the recommendation of Bob Harper, because Bob's like, I don't know about any of this going on. And Jillian's like, that's bullshit, because the ones that we use, like the protocol that we use, Bob suggested. Like Bob was very complicit in this, and the fact that he's now saying that he wasn't is crazy. And so she even posted a text message, the last text message that she ever sent to Bob, which was on June 15, 2014, where she said, I think it's really shitty of you to not even respond to my texts. It's kind of the thing that makes me disappointed in our relationship. And so she appears to have an issue with Bob, and it makes it seem like they've had a history. Here's an Instagram caption where she clarifies, here's an email chain with Bob Harper, The Biggest Loser producers, and the doctors, Guy, Sandy Crum, who stayed on set with us and distributed the fat burners about which fat burners and caffeine pills to purchase for the contestants. This is one email of many that shows the doctor did approve caffeine pills on many seasons of The Biggest Loser. Bob Harper not only knew about the caffeine pills, but the Stackers fat burner were actually his suggestion. Jillian says, I wanted to use my brand instead because they were cleaner and had no more than 200 milligrams of caffeine, which is equivalent to a strong cup of coffee. Caffeine was never banned from The Biggest Loser. It's wild how some folks still lie like it's 1985 before texts and emails were a thing. And then she talks about the text message to Bob, which is shown on her Instagram as well. Continues on. We have statements from in response to things that were displayed in the documentary. I guess she got her team or her attorneys to get the co-creator and producers to issue actual statements in defense of her. And so we have a statement from co-creator and executive producer Dave Broom, and he said, at no time did I ever hear any comment from Jillian about becoming a millionaire during the live finale. So that's another thing that was pulled into question, is they claim in the documentary that Jillian was so excited about becoming a millionaire and she was going to profit so much off of these contestants from the show. Jillian says that it never happened. There's no actual footage or audio of it ever happening. And so now she got producers and execs to go on record and issue a statement where they clarify that that does not appear to have been the case. She said, in response to the claim in the documentary that I told a producer, or that I told the contestant at the show's finale, "You're going to make me a millionaire." I want to state unequivocally that that is false. The moment was captured on camera, and both the contestant and I were wearing microphones. If such a comment had been made, it would exist on the audio record. Furthermore, two of the show's executive producers, Mark Coop and Dave Boom, have each written statements in text messages to my business partner confirming that this exchange never occurred. For clarity, below are the texts verifying that no such comment was ever made. And so I read you the first one. Here's the second one. The first one was from the co-creator. This one's from the show's executive producer. He wrote that he said that they were both wearing microphones at the time, and no one is aware of any recording capturing such a comment. He continues by saying, just spoke to Boom, who says that he remembers it differently and that Ryan thought it could parlay it into money. So are they just dragging her? It seems like she's an easy drag, right? I think she's somebody that makes a lot of headlines. Listen, I've interviewed Jillian Michaels. I've had her on my shows before. And she's a very easy headline. And I think a lot of press outlets use her because they know that she's an easy headline. And so in this case, I think the fact that she didn't participate in the documentary, the people in it and the editors and the producers of this documentary, I think knew that this would be something salacious. If they throw her under the bus, like it'll be a big juicy moment. And I don't know if they were expecting her to fight back to the degree which she did, or is. We have more. This is with respect to the allegation that I restricted contestants from eating enough calories. I have an example of a direct written correspondence with the contestant while she was home for the holidays during filming, in which I explicitly instructed her to consume 1,600 calories per day. Additionally, the two other emails posted here are standard communications with the show's producers and medical staff, emphasizing the ongoing priority of ensuring contestants were adequately nourished and the need to provide a steady supply of fresh food in the Biggest Loser house to guarantee ready access to calories. And so here you can see this is from December 2010, which it looks like the contestant's name is Olivia Ward. And so with Olivia, she said, yes, I've done the same workout today and I did yesterday, going to continue until I come back to the ranch. I'm ready to get back. And then Jillian says, eat 1,600 calories tomorrow, 2 hours light cardio only. So here she's claiming that she's instructing her to consume at least a limited amount of calories throughout the holidays. And then if you scroll through it, there's more. Here's an email to a number of people. Bob Harper is included in here. Dr. Uzenga, he's in here as well. And then I'm assuming the rest of these people are producers on the show. And so this is Daily Athletic Training Program from July 22nd, 2023, Biggest Loser Season 15. And this email says, Jay claims that he's not hitting his calories because there is nothing in the house but lunch meat, as the refrigerators are broken. Also, have we checked in with Dr. Can Hurl's office? Last I heard, they wanted her back in Melformin. This coming from what they apparently told Marie on her visit. So it appears the contestant here is Marie. It appears she was on some medication, Melformin. What is Melformin for? Sorry, guys, I'm going to Google that. Fuck off. Melformin is, type 2 diabetes medication. Got it. So clearly on some diabetes meds. And because that's one of the allegations that Jillian makes, is that, last I heard, they wanted her back on Melformin. So it appears that at some point, someone, presumably Dr. Uzenga, took her off of her type 2 diabetes medication. And now she was consulting with, I'm assuming, Dr. Ken Hurl's office is either somebody Jillian recommended or possibly a primary care physician for Marie. And here, it seems to validate the claims that Jillian was making about taking contestants off of their medication when they shouldn't have. All right, here's another one. This says Craig is scheduled to meet with VH. Food situation should be fixed per last week. If there's anything else you want or don't want in the kitchen, please keep me posted. Jay seems good with the information he received from his specialist. I believe you may have spoken to them as well. Sub trainers NBC is holding firm on certificates. Hopefully, Chad can get recertified. Joel went over to creative on 5 and 6 with you. Sunday is a travel day, shooting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Have you decided who you are going home with based on story? Your horse work is out, all set for Thursday. The calorie situation continues to be monitored. So it appears these are responses to Jillian from producers where we see more of this correspondence. Let's continue because there is still more. Appears it is never ending. There's another one. Jillian says, not only did I never once have an opportunity to personally work with Rachel Fredrickson in any capacity, I raised serious concerns both publicly and to NBC directly about contestant health and the condition of Rachel in particular at the Biggest Loser season 15 finale. In response, I received a direct email from Paul Telledley, then chairman of NBC Entertainment. In that email, he made it clear that I did not publicly condone the appearance of contestant Rachel Fredrickson at the show's finale. NBC would pursue in that email, he made it clear that if I did not publicly condone the appearance of Rachel at the show's finale, NBC would pursue legal action against me. I resigned from The Biggest Loser shortly after. Okay, so and here are emails, I guess, with her and Paul, the then chairman of NBC Entertainment. So she's really kind of just throwing it all. KB says, "Oh wow, I was just that's in relation to the last story." So yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. Erica says metformin is a medication for type 2 diabetics, some even type 1s, just like Ozempic. Metformin lowers blood sugar, but doesn't have the appetite suppressant quality of Ozempic. I'm not familiar with these drugs, and I don't. I'm not sure if anybody in the live chat is a doctor or not a doctor, but we're not. Just want to be clear, we're not giving out any medical advice. A diabetic should never be taken off her meds. I mean, I would think so, just from my own layman's perspective. My opinion is that I would think that that wouldn't be all that healthy. And then Jillian does release like a long email where she gets into this even further. But she apparently had concerns. And it's interesting because she's always kind of the one that they've made out to be the villain in The Biggest Loser. I feel like everybody else has kind of gotten away with being part of the show, whether as a direct producer or a trainer, but Jillian's always the one that seems to get the most amount of heat. But it also appears, based off of these text messages and emails and correspondence, and even the way she quit the show, it appears that she did have a level of care for her patients or for her these contestants. I don't know if we would consider them clients because they technically weren't paid clients, but contestants on The Biggest Loser. So, yeah, we'll see. Lori Smith says that she's not a doctor. However, her husband has been on the medication for over 20 years. Got it. And she says a diabetic should never just be taken off their meds. Yeah. So I mean, again, I don't know the details or the circumstances specifically with any of these contestants. I don't even remember the last time I watched The Biggest Loser. But we'll see what happens. She's threatening to sue them. She says she told Harvey Levin on TMZ that she's exploring all of her options now to see what the best way to approach this is. But she says she's got all the emails, she's got all the text messages. She's ready to prove that, she's not lying and that the allegations that were made in this documentary were not truthful. So, we'll see. Jennifer says metformin is a diabetic drug that lowers your blood sugar and it can also help you lose weight. Got it. All right. Again, no medical advice here. Just this is all for entertainment purposes only. And these are all people's personal opinions in the live chat, including my own personal opinion, but by no means am I a doctor or a specialist that you should be taking medical advice from. Just throwing that out there. Just making that clear to everybody. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of looking forward to this. I love when people come and they drop receipts. Receipts to me, I love. I love. All right, guys. On that note, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to hit the like button on your way up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications on YouTube, there's a little bell down below that you can click on, and then you will get those notifications in your little notification tab, or sometimes they'll even pop up on your phone if you're subscribed on your mobile phone. So you could do that to stay up to date with the latest tea. I'm Zack Peter. The show is called No Filter with Zack Peter, and we stream live 5 days a week, first thing, weekday mornings on YouTube, and then the recording gets uploaded so you can watch full video on Spotify, and you can listen to No Filter with Zack Peter on all your favorite podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts. And you can also leave a review there if you want to show some love in the club. I appreciate it. I love all the love. I love when you guys leave reviews and say nice things, even when you say mean things. I still love all of that engagement. Oh, look at wow. Wow. We got some new reviews, everybody. Chump Florida says, boring, 1 star. I can read the news myself, not entertaining. Well, sound like a fucking idiot, so maybe you can't. EOCNFH says, red flags on Monday. Oh no. He said, and I quote, she is now claiming that Justin Baldoni trying to subpoena her is him harassing her. We love to throw that word around, don't we, ladies? And then they continue. I guess that's a direct quote that I said. Let's not forget many women encounter harassment and assault and don't report it to the police for fear of retribution of the attacker. I found the above quote very ignorant. Many women, in fact, do not throw the harassment word around. Not a Blake butt, but a real educated person. You sound real smart. Are people mad about the Isabella Farah thing? Is that where all these mean reviews are coming from? I didn't even see these came in on Monday. I'm not even going to address that. That's so ridiculous. And then we have Yup Okay, who said, MAGA loser, self-hating MAGA gay needs to grow up, hates himself. Not as much as you hate you. All right. Well, thank you for those very lovely Apple Podcast reviews. Appreciate it. Love it. Love, love, love. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope you get humped today. All right. I'll talk to you later. Ciao for now. Give me a follow at Just Plain Zack all over the internet. Follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack. And stay tuned because there will be more. I haven't heard you sing. You are my fire, the one desire. Desire. All right. Bye, 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 bye.